Hello, hello, hello. Rich Bassini here, your YouTube vlogger and creator. Today I want to talk about having a podcast. Is it going to be beneficial to you? Is it good to have a podcast on YouTube and have them in conjunction with one another? Well, we're going to find out. I'm hoping you guys could stick around. So without further ado, I got a lot of windows I want to open up and share with you. I hope you could stick around. But anyway, let's jump right into it, okay? So I hope you guys could stick around and hear what I have to say before you tune me out. Don't tune me out, because you could be tuning me in and you might be getting some good information. So, I hope you could stick around. And before I get started, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. If you like the content, you come back for more. And for those who are new, hitting the channel for the first time, I like to share my ideas, thoughts, and opinions on things. And, when it comes to creating a YouTube channel, I like to, throw out my little 2 cents in there. So I hope you guys don't mind and stick around there, okay? So that's basically what I want to say to you guys. All right. So this morning, sometime this morning, I think it was, 10:18 this morning, I got this. We have a big announcement to make, and this is from Anchor. Now, for those who don't know, Anchor, I have a podcast, very small podcast, nothing fantastic, but I haven't really been making too much contribution to it. But something, I really should, because you can make money with it. It's going to take time to do it, but I'm not saying, by doing this, you're going to be the next Joe Rogan or anything like that, or whatever. But it's like anything else. You work hard at it, and hopefully it'll pay off in the end. Okay. So anyway, I got this message from them, and it says Anchor now is now on Spotify for podcasts. Okay. So it says make your voice heard on Spotify. We're more dedicated than ever to empowering creators like you. Our platform will continue to offer all the same powerful free tools to share your voice. Now with the innovative creative tools like video podcasts and polls, it is perfect time to revisit your own podcast goals. And then it tells you to get started. So when you click that on there, let me just close out this window here because I don't want too much distraction here. Let me close out this windows here. Okay. All right. So this is my podcast. Okay. Nothing fantastic. As you can see, I only had so far only 400 of all time, 401 plays. What can I tell you? I haven't been devoting a lot of time to it, but I really should. But in between, between doing my eBay business and coming up with new content for my YouTube channel, it hasn't really given me much time to do what I really want to do, which is I want to create more podcasts. But anyway, this is some of the information I'm going to share with you guys. I will drop the link below for if you want to look into Anchor. I only get a half hour. I think if you want to go more, I think you got to pay for it. Right now, with the way I have my podcast set up, it's for free. So, I can't complain right now. It only gives me 30 minutes. But to be honest with you, for me right now, as a small podcast guy here, I'd rather keep it at only a half hour, okay? And so I could start coming up with more stuff to talk about. Half hour is pretty suitable for me. All right. So anyway, here it's to start a conversation with the audience. Try Q&A polls. Get started. I'm just going to show you. This is the home page. When you go to it, these are the things that'll tell you to check out there. Share your show with Spotify's customizable promo cards. Use your data to create a show listeners will love, and so on and so forth. You can read this at your own leisure. I will drop this here below. Okay. And this is what the email was I just showed you. It says Anchor now with Spotify on podcast for podcasters. You can read this here, and each time you hit it, you're going to get different, information here to check out. All right, so let's click over here. This is right now. This came to me, but hey, I love sharing information with you guys. That's what my YouTube channel is all about: help, inspire, and share. So check it out if you get a chance, because like I said again, I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible. I can't make promises because I love sharing information with you guys, and for me to just rush it out there and throw it out there, you might not get the full effect of it. So, and then I have over here, after you get that, it says get to know your Spotify for podcasters, and let's go. Again, I don't know if you're going to get this particular one because this was an email that came to me, but I'll see what I could do. If I could throw it out there, that link to this here, why not? All right, so when I click that off, of course, it's going to take you to the same window I just showed you to log in here. And again, I will drop the link below for that there. So let's close this over here. Now, when you go to YouTube, all right, this is what I want to share with you guys. It says podcasting on YouTube, okay? As you can see here, it says YouTube is one of the most popular platforms for podcasts. With a vast global audience of over 2 billion active users, podcasts on YouTube help creators expand their reach and build their community while providing monetization opportunities. Creators pictured clockwise from the top is Nick Valley, Jay Shetty, and Jay Williams. Now, some of you may have heard these people, some of you may not. I have heard of them. So anyway, it is what it is. That's basically, again, and you could read, I'll drop the link for this as well, okay? Why YouTube, it says that reach, monetization, audience analytics, and so on and so forth, okay? Really good information out there. And, for guys out there, for you people out there who are thinking about, is a podcast worth it? Look, it can only help. It can't hurt. Think of it that way. And if you start a podcast, it can only help you. It can only help your YouTube channel grow. You could throw little advertising blurbs on there. You could give put your direct URL on there to, hyperlink them from your podcast to your YouTube channel. It just goes on and on. If you have a business, you could promote your business on there. So check it out for yourself. You got to explore like anything else. Okay. You can read the frequently asked questions here. Do I need a fancy video production to be successful? And you hit the pull down menu here, pull down arrow to read a little in here, and you can get a little more information like that, okay? I will drop the links to this here, so don't worry. If I do forget, just message me. Well, I don't, because sometimes I get so excited sharing you guys information, sometimes I forget in the interim of it all. I'm sorry about that. All right, now, I want to show you something else when it comes to podcasting. Now, you're going to see this when your channel dashboard, okay? On a channel dashboard, if you go to your regular homepage, your channel homepage, you won't see this here, okay? What I'm saying is on a create, when you hit the little plus sign here, you're going to see upload videos, go live, create posts, new playlist, new podcast, okay? And when you click that on, it's going to give you this window over here. And it says a podcast, the type of playlist, create your podcast, then add the existing content or upload the new videos. And when you click on learn more, you click this on, it takes you to this page here, okay? And you can read more into it, okay? Now, if you go to the home page, and I'll show you that in a second here, because this way you guys will know what I'm talking about. Because you might say, I went there and I didn't see it. So let me show you what I'm talking about, how to differentiate, for me anyway, at least on my channel. Just let it load up over here. My computer's got a lot of windows open up, so it's a little slower than usual. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go to my home page here, my channel. Okay? And then remember I hit the plus button over here? When I hit it, if you see it over here, you don't see podcast. All you see is upload video, go live, create post. All right? So that's why you got to go to your channel dashboard. All right? Like I did before. And then this is where you're going to see it. It's going to be on the channel dashboard right here. And then when you go to create, then when you hit the pull down menu, you should see it over there. Okay? All right. But like I said again, don't worry. I will drop the links down here so you could read it at your own leisure. Okay. Then I went over here. Is it still worth starting a podcast? For people who follow me, I like to do my Google searches and stuff like that. I always like to read a little into it. As you can see here, the information that comes out, it says the #1 podcast platform and all the features you need to try for free. Again, I don't know. This is some other one here, but like I said, I'm using Anchor FM, and I will put that podcast URL out there for you if you're going to try it. Then it says over here, there are a number of great reasons to start a podcast. The most common one, which include you want to build an audience. The most successful podcasts reach millions of listeners. A podcast is a relatively inexpensive way to build a following. And then you could read more into this here, okay? So if you type it, this is part of it. It says people also asking, is it worth starting a YouTube podcast? Basically the same thing I just read here. And, sometimes you could do a Google search sometimes and just read other things like you'll see over here. How much money do podcasters make? Our podcasts becoming less popular, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm not going to leave the link to this here. You could do that your own. I just typed in, is it still worth, on Google search, is it still worth starting a podcast? Okay, so let's close this out. Now, I'm not going to read this here. I'm going to take a little water break here because I don't want to, I'm coming over a little cold, so I'm going to let the thing, this is a software that is built in to Windows 11, which I'm using right now, and it's called Read Aloud. So I'm going to mute my mic and I'm going to let this read out for you. And it is over here. I typed in here in a line. For those of you who never heard of Chat GPT, whatever, it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I like it, and it gives you some good information. So without further ado, let me mute my mic, and we're going to play this here. And let me put my positioning over here, my mouse cursor, and let me mute my mic, and we'll play it. I'll let it read it, okay? And you guys check it out, and then we're gonna continue to move on.
Is it good to start a podcast on YouTube? Starting a podcast on YouTube can be a great idea, as it offers a platform to showcase your content to a large and diverse audience. YouTube has over 2 billion monthly active users, making it one of the most popular video sharing platforms on the internet. There are several advantages to starting a podcast on YouTube, such as large audience. With a massive audience base, YouTube offers a great opportunity to attract a large and diverse audience to your podcast. Easy to use. YouTube is a user-friendly platform, making it easy to upload and share your content. Monetization options. YouTube offers several monetization options, such as ads, sponsorships, and merchandise sales, which can help you earn money from your podcast. Cross-promotion. YouTube offers excellent cross-promotion opportunities, enabling you to promote your podcast on other social media platforms and websites. Analytics. YouTube provides robust analytics, which can help you track your podcast's performance and improve your content. However, it is important to note that starting a successful podcast on YouTube requires more than just uploading your content. You need to create engaging and high-quality content, promote your podcast, and engage with your audience to build a loyal following. In summary, starting a podcast on YouTube can be a great idea if you are willing to put in the effort to create quality content and engage with your audience.
Now, there was one part I read, not with this one here, it was something else, where it said something to the effect that, will people, will they mind looking at a fixed image there and hearing you talking in the background? Will that bother people? Some people it does, maybe. Some people it don't. Some people, I guess, like to hear a person or see a person, in full regalia, so to speak. From what I understand, like I said, I listen to certain podcasts where it just has a picture there, or maybe a backdrop or whatever, something, and that person's talking in the background. So that's totally up to you if you want to do a live podcast like Think Media. I'll give you an example. Let's go over here. I put over here, and again, a Google search, images of YouTube creators with a podcast. Now, some of these what I'm showing here may not all be podcast people, but I just put it on here like that, okay? And some of you may know, like this one here, I think this is Dusty Porter. I think he has a YouTube a podcast here. Let's see, some other people, may know, you may have heard of. This here is with Tim Schmoyer. And he's got a podcast as well. If I can find, there it is, right there. Video Craze TV podcast. I don't know if you know Tim Schmoyer. He's a good guy too. I follow him. To learn about creating YouTube videos and stuff. Then you got over here YouTube Creators Hub podcast episode 135. Here's again Dusty Porter. There are probably a bunch of YouTube creators out there. I don't have a full list of them. Who have created podcast on their YouTube channels. I don't know, but it looks like over here, this is the new YouTube chief, Monatan Podcast. I guess he's got one now, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, you can check it out for yourself, though. I just put this out there like that to see myself. I was curious how many people are YouTube creators out there that do have podcasts. I'm sure there's more than what I'm showing you here, but I just put it out there like that. I'm not going to leave this here. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's close this out here. Now, if you're looking for images to create your podcast banner, you can get the images. I put podcast images for free, but if you don't want to, use this here, there are ones here like Pixabay. I use Pixabay. They're free. And the other one is Unsplash. Now, Unsplash, by the way, for those who don't know, Unsplash is incorporated within Filmora 12. And by the way, Filmora 12 came out today with the 12.1.6, I believe it is. So they're really, pumping that software package up. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, But yeah, you could get some things here like from Pixabay. Again, Unsplash you can use. And, we're going to go over that in a second. Now, here's podcast. Now, this is from Pixabay. And all I did is type in podcast, and it says images here. When you hit this little pull-down menu here, it'll give you photos, vector graphs, illustrations, videos, music, and so on and so forth. You could change it around. But that's all I put in there in case I want to create my own. Now, I have my Blue Yeti mic here, and I already did a photo of just my monitor and my podcast for my podcast and the my Blue Yeti mic, and I just took a snapshot of it and I just left it like that. But if you guys want to create something pretty nice, and you want free stuff without getting, worried about copyrights and all that stuff, go to Pixabay. Again, I will drop the link for this here, and you guys could check it out. Now, when you go over here, this is if you're going to pull an image out, okay? And it's pretty cut and dry, all right? Let's say, for example, I don't know. Let's say you wanted this particular one for your podcast right here. What you would do is go here like this here, right? It's a free upload. I signed in, and basically what you're going to do is just going to go like this here. You're going to hit download, okay? And then it's going to come up, and you're going to say whatever you want to say, put it as save as, whatever. It'll open up. It should be in my download file. That's what it says here. And then when you open it up, if I click it on here, it'll give you the option what you want to open in photos or whatever. You could put in here Canva. Okay, so if you put in Canva, you can just do just this once, and then when you go to Canva, which we're going to go to Canva, it opens up the window. Okay, bear with me, folks, and I disappeared. All right, here I am over here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm a little off with this right now today. Plus, my computer's got a lot of stuff going on here. All right, so I'm going to go to the uploads here. If I can't find it, then for the most part, it usually just uploads automatically when you're doing that. Let's see here if it popped in here. Let's see. Oh boy, I got a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Sometimes it works that way. If not, you just go like this to images or upload files. And what you're going to do is you would go to, I know I'm going all over the place. You just click on here, right? And it says podcast. You put that in there. And boom, there's the picture. Okay. This is just a thing. If you want to start a new one, you start a new one. Now, what I want to show you in Canva, where I'm here, okay, let's get this out here in the meantime. Let's delete that image. Let's get rid of all this stuff here. I don't know why this is in here. We'll get rid of all that. This is some kind of challenge they got in here. Well, I don't really need all this right now. But anyway, what I want to show you guys, all right, I'll get to that in a second here. Let me open the other window, because this one here is my, this is the one this works off my desktop, the one you just seen. So let's close this out. And what you want to do is go back to Canva. Now, here's the thing I want to show you guys. So please listen here, check it out. Now, if you go along here, when you first go to the window, again, I will drop the link down to this here. You're going to see over here for you, docs, whiteboards, presentations, social media, videos, and so on and so forth. Okay, you hit more. When you hit more here, come on, just going to work it. It should be there. My computer is slow. Okay, maybe it did open up. Websites. Okay, maybe it did. All right, maybe it did over here. All right. In some cases, yeah, here it is. If you hit over here, it says infographic, photo collage, desktop wallpaper, graphic, book cover. Now, if you keep moving over here, go slow because it does go fast. It's like, phew, you will notice that you don't see anything with podcast here. Watch, it'll show up, right? No, I didn't say it the last time I checked it out prior to doing this video. So what you want to do is go over here. I already typed in that's why it's there. Click in podcast. Okay? You're going to get the podcast templates. All right? And what you're going to do is basically you're going to pick one of these here if you're going to start a podcast. And you could change it around. You could add your own thing to it. I don't know. Let's see if I pick one over here just for curiosity. And you could change it around. Let's just take this one here for argument's sake. And remember one thing, though, but before we get started, when you see the little crown here that says Pro, those are the ones you're going to pay for. Try to look for the free ones, okay? Try to look for the free ones there, the ones that don't have the little crown, or what you're going to pay for it. If you don't mind paying for it, that's a whole different story. Let's get this one here. This one looks like it's for free. Oh, that's paid. No, we don't want that one there. Let's get this here. And another thing, too, you could also do like this here. Let me go back over here again. Let's see if I go back here. 1 second, guys. Free podcast. Let's see what happens with that. Okay, free. Let's say, it still keeps the same thing in there. It didn't kind of like zone it out. I thought it was going to filter it out. All right, anyway, let me just get something really quick here. I want to get something that is free. Let's see. This one here. Let's try this one here. This Stewart podcast. All right, so you got to see it says you can customize a template. You're going to click that on. And apparently, if you don't want it, whenever my computer decides to work again, this particular photo, no, we don't want that. See, because it's on my Canva app. I got this on my desktop too. I'm going to do it for now. Leave it off like that. Let's say I don't want this one in here. The wording you could get rid of. You don't have to keep that there. You could put whatever your podcast is. It says podcast for everyone. You could change that around, and then you could put over here your time. But let's just say you don't want this here. I want the other picture I put in there. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to go over here to where my folders are and put this right over here. Boom. See? And you can always rearrange things around. You can move this stuff around if you want. You could do all that there. And you want to make this a little bigger. You could do it that way. I know I'm rushing, folks. Just that I want to make this go fast. I don't want to take too much of your time. I just want to show you what you could do really quick with it. And then again, you could put it over here, somewhere over here like this here. Well, you got to change the wording here because everything's white. So you got to go over here, and we're going to change the color. We'll just make it whatever the color is here. All right, and we'll put that up there. And the same thing with the time here. If I can move it. Boy, okay. And we're going to go over here, do the same thing. We'll give that a different color. Let's give it red. Okay. So you have a red one here. What happened to the other thing? I guess it moved right off the screen here. And again, if you need to make it smaller, just go over here, like this one here for a particular. Let's go over here. You can make it smaller. You don't need it that big. All right. And the other one, what happened to the other one? It disappeared. All right, there it is. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. Maybe I deleted it. All right. Anyway, I'm just giving you little examples over here. Let's get rid of that in the meantime. And again, you could change the wording around here. You could leave this the way it is. If you don't want this bottom piece here, you could just move this out of here like this. Get rid of that. If you want to keep it like that there, that's fine. Up to you. Everything you can get rid of certain things like that there. If you want to change this here, you could also change the design. You could also change the backgrounds here, if I'm not mistaken here. Let me go back over here. I haven't used this in a while. So these things will happen on occasion. You could change the backdrop like that there. If you want to move this up like that, or if you want to get rid of that thing, you can actually get rid of that thing, right? Yeah, we can get rid of that. Let's delete that. Let's delete. Oops, we deleted the wrong thing. If you make a mistake, hit the little arrow over here. It'll take you right back. When things like that happen, just go like this here. Keep it away from the other object that you want to delete there. And we'll just move it for now. And again, you could change this here, the backdrop here. You can move it like this, or you can leave the whole thing like that if you want, like that. And then you would bring your wording in. Let's see if I bring what I do with that wording. Well, you could always add better stuff to it as well. Uploads, text. You want to put different text in here. Put stuff like that there. Oh, you got glowing. We got it twice. And my mouse is very sensitive. You just give it a little click and the thing goes on. You can change the wording around. I like the word I always like to use, folks, is the dazzle one here. I like to use that one, like that. And you could do something, whatever, like I don't know. I was thinking about it before. I don't know. Rich podcast, whatever. Rich podcast. You don't leave it that. You don't need to leave it that big. You could if you want, but you could always do it. If you want to make it bold, you can make it bold. And again, if it's too big, you can just hit the minus here like that there. Or you could just type in a number. Let's just say you want to type the number in here. You can see it. Just go like this for 42. Well, that's too small. Let's go. Here you go, like this here. 120. That's good. And then you can put down there whatever, whatever you want to put in there. You can put the times you want to start it at, whatever. And then that's basically it, You can play around with it on your own. It's really cut and dry. And then when it comes to sharing, to upload this here, to actually put it in your, maybe you want to make a banner out of it. Now, if you want to make a YouTube banner, that's the thing you want to consider, if you're going to consider that there. What you want to do then, all right, let's go back over here again. We don't have to save this here. We're going to just start from the beginning here. When you go to your home page here, whatever, you could just go over here. If it's going to be your banner, I forgot to put that in there. I'm sorry about that, folks. I get so excited, I forget what I'm doing here. Okay, this is your YouTube banner here, right? Now, when I first started off with Canva, I remember back in the day, I gotta keep getting that message. They would have that like that there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. They had a template, and the way the template worked, I still have it too. Matter of fact, the way the template worked, it's going to look a little different because I got the screen a little compressed here. You would take this here, put it on, and what you do is you see around here, I don't know if you guys could see it, you would do this here, you would move this out like this. This is how you know it's going to be perfect when you make your banner like that. And then what you would do is you would start adding all your stuff in here. Okay, if you were going to add a background, whatever. But first, what you would do is you would get all the work done. I'm going to use this as an example. I'm going to drop this in here. Whoops. Let's go back here again. Hold on. Let's do this again here. Okay, there we go. Like that. I'm just showing you as an example. All right. It stinks when you're rushing, right? You're trying to rush. All right. And let's say I was going to put something in here. Other than that, I might put my text in here, my text message, what I want to put on there, Richard J. Piscini, whatever. And then you would build off on it that way. Okay. Now, once that's done, you could get rid of this here. Not the whole thing. There we go. Now you got that. This is how it's going to be. Because if I was to upload this up to my YouTube banner, everything's going to be fine because you want to stay in. Let's go back over here again. Let's go back. You want to stay in this here. See over here it says desktop max, tablet, desktop minimum, and mobile. Now, if I want to stretch this all the way out, that's one thing. But if I want to add a little picture over here or something over here, it's going to fit right in my banner. It's going to fit right into my channel here, like this. See? It's going to fit right in there. Now, let me get this out here so it doesn't distract you. There it is. Okay? It's going to fit like that. All right? And then you could add your wording, stuff like that there. I'm just showing you really quick if you're going to make... This is if you're going to do a podcast. You want to do your own podcast. I'm just showing you how to create a banner for your YouTube channel if you're going to do it that way, right? If you're going to make a splash page, that's one thing. This is for the banner. But if you're going to do something where, again, you're just going to have a picture, with the, like I said, a microphone, whatever, and you're just going to talk. You're not going to have visual there. You're not going to be making an actual video, per se, where they see you talking. Then you could just do a splash page. You could do something like that there and put it in there. But again, it all depends on how you want to do it. It's all up to you. But anyway, let's get rid of this. I'll show you what I want to talk about. And if you want to change the background, again, you go over here to backgrounds. And here's where you're going to put whatever background that would that suits your need. You put this here like that. You could change it around. You could do things of that nature, whatever. Well, you have to look at that. I'm just showing you all the different things you could do. You could. Well, let me tell you something. Canva is awesome, and the other one too is Adobe Express is another one. But you could add animation to this here as well if you want to have the wording come in. Let's say I want to put. Let's go back over here for a second. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm trying to share all the stuff with you guys because I love sharing information with you guys. Let's go back to text. And let's go over here, put Dazzle over here. We use that one. And I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about here. Let's go right over here. Clear that out. Let me go back to this. Hold on. There we go. Let's just make this a little bigger here. Okay. This is just for demo purposes. Okay. Actually, we can even leave it there. You know what? I'll just leave it like that instead of put my name in there. Okay. And then what you want to do is you go to animation. And what you want to do is you want to do something like this. See? You get a little preview. You don't have to actually click it on yet. Like this one here. That one. So you could do stuff like that there. Look at that, huh? Pretty cool. I think you can have a lot of fun with this stuff. That's on the animation part, though, folks. Just to let you know. And again, you could play around with it. You'll have a lot of fun doing this stuff here. Look at that. Actually, I have the whole thing. Let's do a scrapbook. I like the way they just conjure up like that there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then they also have videos too. They also add video to this here too. I'm not saying you want to add a video, but you could. Again, always check. If you see the little crown, that's when you're going to be paying for. I don't know. What am I going to put in here? What can I show you guys? Well, let's take this out of here for now. Okay. Let's get this out of here, and let's do all this here. Let's just get rid of this whole thing here. I just let you guys have a little fun with this. I tell you, you can have a blast with this. I do love Canva. I really do. I love it. I don't know. What do you want to add to it? Let's see. Yeah, they added it. Now, when I first started using Canva back in the day, they didn't have the. Not that I remember the video. I think that was something added to it. But again, you want to make sure that you're using stuff that. Let's put this one here. Okay? You could add animation to it. Well, that's not going to be, that'll be not for your banner. I mean, they should have it where YouTube, where you can make an animated banner like that, right? But I don't know if I don't think that's going to happen. But again, you could do that there, and you could swap them out and put different things in there. If you don't want that there, you could delete this one out here, and you could put this person in here like this, and you get some movement there. Folks, let me tell you something. The only limitation is your imagination. Remember that, okay? Really remember that. All right, listen. That's all I want to share with you guys right now. Think about it. Like I said, with this here, you could use Pixabay if you're going to create your own. Then they also have the other ones there, podcast images. Now, the thing is, I put podcast images free here. Let's just say you were on Canva, which I doubt very much you're not going to find a photo that you're going to like or a picture. Just be careful because, like I said, like Pixabay is free, Unsplash is free, okay? Because the reason why I'm saying that is because on the Filmora 12, you're going to see that there when you go into the settings, that you'll see. I think they put Pixabay there. I'm not sure. They might have that one there, but you'll see Unsplash there. Unsplash is free, okay? And then you could just check it out over here, and you could just, if you see something, again, make sure it's free because you don't want to get any strikes against you on, from YouTube, or have anybody contact you saying, you're infringing on that image. Me personally, I have an image where it was just I took a picture of my desk with the Blue Yeti mic there, and I was going to put in there Rich Podcast, whatever, But again, check it out. This is pretty cool stuff. Like I said, again, I'll drop the link here. Like I said, there's nothing to write home about. This one here I made quick. This picture right here for my podcast. You see, and it's pretty nice. I put a different background in. You can see my Blue Yeti mic there, and I got my headset there as well. But it's very basic picture, and the reason why you want it like that, you want to have some kind of picture if you're doing an upload. This way, people get an idea of what it's all about. And the nice thing about starting a podcast, like I said, with Anchor here, you get 30 minutes free, And I think for me right now, 30 minutes is pretty good. I mean, unless you got a lot of stuff to talk about, if you're going to do a podcast where you're having guests, coming on your show and stuff like that, then that's a whole different ball game. Then you might want to, ante it up a little. But like I said, I love it. And again, that email I got this morning, I figured, let me share with you guys out there. It can't hurt, folks. Seriously, it can't hurt to have a podcast. It really can't. And again, you could add music to it. You could throw, if you have a business, you could throw a little blurb in there. I like to start off sometimes whenever I do my podcast on Anchor FM. I always like to throw a little thank you thing for thanking them for letting me host my podcast on their website, because it is their website, of course. And just to put it out there, and then then you go into your topic, whatever you're going to talk about. When I do that, when I do the thing, I usually put the headset on with the mic. Or I could do it with the headphones and my Blue Yeti mic, and I just talk into it. And, that's how I do it. And then what I do is they have a sharing feature where you could share it. I share it on Twitter, Facebook, I think, and there might be a couple other ones. Plus, they take care of the other stuff. They do the Spotify and all that other stuff on there. So it's pretty cool. I think so. I think you guys would like it. Like to have a share button here. See, if you click share, say Facebook, Twitter, then you can copy URL, and you can copy embedded, whatever. You could do it that way as well. Drop a link there to it. But and once you click it on, like this here, I don't want to go on it just yet. You click it on Twitter. And my computer's very slow. I don't want to do this here because I already listed this here once before, and I don't want to do it again. And it'll say we're removing the previous recorded broadcast, whatever. They have that there, but I'm going to get rid of it because I already have this here, so I don't want to do that there. And then you would just hit the tweet, and then it goes on. It'll be on Twitter then. Okay. I don't want to do it because I already did this before. I'm just showing you how easy it is. But then again, like I said again, it can't hurt. To try it out. Like I said, you have nothing to really lose but everything to gain. And if you like this video and you like any of my other videos, if you got a takeaway from it, I know I'm going fast at it, folks, and it seems like I'm going all over the place. But you could always play the video back again just to rehash what I said. That's basically what I want to share with you guys. So if you do like my video, hopefully you like me as the creator. Please don't forget that subscribe button, like, comment, share. And if you want to be updated when I post new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Pacini logging off. I will talk to you guys the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye for now.